Basically, I am from India and I'm doing my undergraduate from Manipal Institute of Technology. We usually in India like to travel around, go for movies or explore new places and sometimes try new cuisines, and that's the stuff basically we do here. We go out on weekends, travel to different places, try out new restaurants, go to pubs and enjoy the life in Zagreb. Zagreb is a beautiful city, and the main thing is the public transport is very convenient. We can travel easily to all places and it's very good. It's the center because cathedral, park and everything is near the center and it's very crowded. And yes, like Zadar is a beautiful island and the art and culture over here, like it reflects the rich culture of Europe and the history. So it was nice to visit there, and the sea organs and the church and cathedral there was very good. Like it reflects the European art and culture, and it was very different for me. Christian students are very enthusiastic, like they are keen towards studies, and I learn a lot of things from them. And even in hostels, like the way of living is a bit different from what it is in India. So I learn how to party hard and how to travel around. And usually the rules here, like the hostel rules, are more flexible than in India. In India we have strict rules, like we have to come back by this time and then we have to follow rules strictly, but here it's more flexible and we can enjoy more, and it's good. Like Croatian students are more towards practical knowledge and it inspires me to learn from them. Yes, because like I am here for 3 months and I have to do certain projects, so I have to set timelines to finish it, otherwise I won't be able to. But in general, like in India, I don't have any timelines or any rules. I just do work like normal here people do. But like here people are more hardworking, because in India we don't study so much, but here whenever I go to hostel and meet my friends, they're always like, we have exams next week, we are going to study, we have to study this much, that much. But it's not what we see in India. In India we relax and we study one day before exams and we get good grades. On weekends we go to various clubs like Rocco and we party there, and mostly we go to like some places to try out different foods, Mexican, Italian and famous Croatian foods. There are various chicken items and fries and tacos and burritos, so that's enough for me. And Croatian cuisines is different from India, and it was very good for me to try them because it was very different from what the spices and everything was very different, and it was something new and it was interesting. In India it's a bit more strict and we have to follow the curriculum more like strictly, but here it's more flexible and we can choose our subjects. And in India we have like one common year of study, but here we directly move to a specialized field, so it's a bit different from the culture we follow in India. Yes, mostly in all universities, like 1 year is common in which we study subjects like physics, maths and one subject from each specialized field, so that when we enter industry, it's not that we are completely blank about civil engineering. We know something about it and we can handle the situation in any emergency cases. And physics, maths and chemistry are the common subjects which everyone has to study in the first year. Yes, we have one subject in English, like it was in second semester, where we study phonetics and how we pronounce different words in, like sometimes there is some phonetics and other things. We went there for a competition, like a lunobotics mining competition, in which we have to excavate, mine and dig 10 kgs of lunar regolith in 10 minutes. There were 12 members from our college who went to these competitions, and it was amazing. Like we get to learn a lot of things from other teams, and there were like 25 US teams, so we saw how they made their boat, how they designed, we interacted with them, and then the whole atmosphere was so unnatural for me. And it was
so we were very excited.
Yes, that 1 week was like week for the lifetime. I wanted to do work in DSP because that's where I want to pursue my masters after my studies, and the work profile over here like perfectly matched what I wanted. And secondly, like my friend came here last year and he told me about this Polytechnic Institute, so I just applied and got it. Okay, my task is basically to perform filtering operations like modulation, filtering, and spectrum analysis using embedded microcontroller. Like we have been doing this using DSP controller, but like we wanted to use embed platform to perform all the signal processing operations. So we are just trying to build a hardware that can perform everything using. Peter and professor are like very much towards laboratory work, so I get to learn a lot from them. I'm new towards this laboratory, I'm more towards theoretical knowledge, and I'm just into the field of this, applying my concepts practically. So professor helps me a lot, like whenever I'm stuck, I just go to his room and he comes here and he spends whole day and he tries to find the output with me, and Peter is always there. So it's very much fun, and even the other like colleagues, the other professors, whenever I have any problem in the codes, I just go to them and they sit down with me and explain me the whole code. Even if I'm very much sure about any part, even then they like, okay, this part will do this operation and the other part will do that operation, and they just club it and explain to me very briefly. Like I usually come in the morning, and in the morning 2 or 3 hours we work seriously, and then we just go for lunch or coffee, and when we come back, there's like some other friends of us, Marco and Adriana, they come here and then we talk, we enjoy, and then there's like a relaxation session, and then we again work for some time, and then we go back, and then I hang out with my friends in dorm. Usually in the night we party, but sometimes when I'm tired I go back to sleep. And weekends is always fun. It's like a lot of students are there, so we interact with the Croatian students, and I made some new friends, so it's nice. Like we stay in the hostel, it's like the Indian feeling. You stay in the hostels back again coming here. Definitely I'll meet Peter sometime again after going from here, and few of my friends like my roommate Evan and Maria and Rihanna, these are the friends I will remember for. In India basically like the living cost is low, so if we compare with Europe, even if they earn half of the money that we earn here, it's sufficient to survive there. So like even if they earn 4,000 kunas there, it's sufficient to run a family, and then we get professional workers at that rate. And education system in India is very much same as here. Like we have 3 years of specialized studies, only there's like 1 extra year of common studies, and it's more theoretical than here, and it's like we have a vast curriculum and very tedious schedule. Okay, there are like firstly it was in Manipal, like it was established 57 years back. Now it has various campuses in India and campuses outside India also, and it's very like reputed institution in the country. And the education system there is like common, like we have after 10th we go to our high school and we have to choose our subjects, and then we have 2 years of high school, and then we go to the college. It's a private university, but like the top few students get scholarships, and their whole academic fees and everything is paid by the college. But other than that, it's a private college and we have to pay for our education. Yes, like we have like one common test, which is like for all the students, which is for the admission to government colleges like the reputed NITs and IITs. Okay. And then we have different tests for different institutions, like every institution mostly conducts its own test, and then on the basis of the merit list we get admission. So we have a lot of tests after 12th, like you have to give IITs, then AIEEE. AIEEE is like the common examination for most of the government colleges like national institutes and the reputed colleges in the states and everywhere. So we have like a lot of food stalls near the near and around the college, and we play more outdoor games and computer games, and we watch a lot of movies and travel around. And usually in the evening you will see a big group of boys standing around the college and just moving around doing nothing, relaxing and talking, and it's the same, like we have a lot of fun there.
So you have campuses? You
yes,
say.
Like okay. Not physically different, but they are like different buildings for different departments, and The departments are separated, but it's one big campus. So we usually play like pool, badminton, billiards, and basketball. So these games are usually played there. So I'll recommend them. No, it's very fast. It's faster
very
than
fast.
India.
So you're satisfied.
When I came here, there was one Sonia ma'am, like I was the head of international students. So she helped me a lot in organizing everything and getting all the things done very quickly. So it was fast.